become an Israeli.
Yeah. How about at the
Actually,
UN though? I want to get your take on the UN. All these different countries condemning Israel for genocide and occupation, and recognizing a Palestinian state. What was it like? Australia, Canada, France, England. They're all acknowledging a Palestinian state. Your take on that?
and that's behind Slovenia and Spain, Ireland and Norway already did it, and
Mm-hmm.
Armenia
Mm-hmm.
already recognized Palestine. And before that, everyone else pretty much had anyway. So it was, yeah, when France, England, and Canada and Australia, and I think Denmark, right? They all acknowledge Palestine exists. It's kind of silly to me because it's abstract. Like it exists because it exists, whether you acknowledge it or not. It's just like Taiwan. Like Taiwan is real. They have their own government, their own currency, is a different country. It is not China. But they're all and act like, oh, we don't, it's not confused. Only a government could have this ambiguity of the existence of the thing that
Mm-hmm.
everybody knows is there. Like, who are they bombing if it's not Palestinians?
Yeah.
So they're saying, well, it was a what they really did is a two-state solution. So they wanted you to acknowledge that Israel's also a state. I said, okay, well, what are the borders of that state? Undefined, right? Because they're mobile as they go in and they annex more of the West Bank. But I felt like it was a stunt. The populations of these countries are very pro-Palestine. They try and paint it like it's some weirdo college leftist thing or like Muslim migrant thing. It's not. It's just normal people with an IQ above room temperature don't want to shoot babies. I mean, it's not a left wing thing. It's not a Muslim thing. It's just a humanity thing. And they've
Normal people
really
don't go
lost that
for
feeling
God
about it.
gave them the land. I think that's a big thing too. Like, okay, God gave you the land, chosen people. Like, let's quit
Well, their
stealing from the
supporters believe
Palestinians.
that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's called Israel because that's Israel means one who wrestles with God. And the entire thing is based on the Jacob story where Jacob wrestled with an angel or Jacob wrestled with God himself and then was blessed. You know, he hurt his hip and the sun was coming. Kind of sounds like a demon more than an angel, like he's afraid of the sunlight, right? He only wrestles in the dark. As
Oh,
soon
you know
as
what the Kabbalists think is that that angel that Jacob wrestled with was the guardian angel of Esau, which is Satan.
yeah, I think it would be more fitting to be Satan. This whole story of Satan being a fallen angel is copied from the Ishtar mythology. It's not in the Bible. They only mention Lucifer once in Isaiah 14, which is just it's actually talking about it's an allegory about a Babylonian king. Satan is Satan. He was never an angel. Satan is Satan. Satan is Yahweh. That's he is the devil.
He
He
created him.
sits Satan.
It's his controlled opposition. He created him. He allows him to live and operate and does a role. It's bullshit. Everybody blaming everything on it's satanic, it's Luciferian everywhere, it's demonic, and all that does
It's
is scare people
Jewish.
towards it's Jewish, exactly. Jewish
Like that
boogeyman.
it's not the devil. Like these things aren't real. These things are they're real in the way like money's real. Like physically money's just paper, but it's not just paper because it's accepted as a currency and you can get things with it and stuff. And like, yes, the devil is not physically a reality, but the belief in him is, and the rules and stuff from Yahweh are like these beliefs exist. It's a reality. So when I say devil, it's just Judaism. Like Yahweh is evil. Like he has human sacrifices. He kills all the firstborn children of Egypt. He has sends fiery snakes to kill his own followers. He flooded the whole world and killed everybody except for one family. He's just constantly murdering, maiming, swallowed people with the earth, sent plagues. Like this is an evil
Chose the
like
Jews.
invention. So it comes from an evil culture because gods are reflections of the cultures that make them up. And the culture that made up Yahweh is a sick society at its root. And then it reinforces itself because if you have a sick deity that demands obedience, ignorance, and that whole thing, like it's a war on knowledge from the creation story onward. Like, don't eat off the tree of knowledge, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. That's bad. You're supposed to be an ignorant, obedient slave. Like, this is complete inverse of basically every other religion ever made. Usually says, no, truth is a good thing, knowledge is a good thing. Not in Judaism. It's obedience is a good thing. Don't try to be like the gods. That's the Tower of Babel story. They punish them for knowledge. Sodom and Gomorrah, they punished them for knowledge. Garden of Eden, they punished them for knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole thing is shut up and obey. And they're never about truth. It's all about deception. Jacob, that gets in the wrestling match with the devil or whatever, all he does is lie. He lies to his blind father. He takes advantage of his brother when he's in a situation where he was starving and he took his birthright. He lied to his employer. He lied to his concubine. He has a concubine. He lied to her sister. He lied to Rachel. He lied to Leah. All he does is lie. And he is chosen to be the founder. He changes his name to Israel. Israel's not a land, it's a people. The bloodlines of Israel, the one who wrestled with God, is the 12 tribes of Israel, even though there's only really two. That is like the foundation of Judaism is based on a serial liar who just went around because they don't see lying as wrong. They think it's cunning. They think it's clever, like Machiavellian stuff.
It's okay for them to lie because we're evil.
Yeah, the whole religion is based on deception, obedience, and ignorance. When it's funny because these like Judeo-Christians are like, I thought Christ was supposed to be based on truth, charity, and forgiveness. But your Judeo is based on deception, jealousy, and revenge. It's like a complete inverse. Now, obviously, Christians don't behave that way. I mean, the Pope himself made a proclamation that divided the whole New World between Portugal and Spain, and they went around slaughtering millions. So the hell with love thy neighbor. But at least it said, at least there's some parts that you could cherry pick in the New Testament. Like, well, this is a good, like, I could agree with this value without all the supernatural stuff. But the Old Testament doesn't have one redeeming sentence. It's just disgusting. It's like, of course you end up with Israel. Of course you end up with a society that shoots babies and rapes prisoners and blows up hospitals. Have you ever read the Old Testament? Then you go look at the Talmud.
No, bro, like, Zionism has nothing to do with Judaism. How many times have we heard that? Zionism has nothing to do with Judaism.
You would even have Jews without Judaism. It would just be people. They made a self-alienating faith that divided the whole earth in the Jew and Gentile, or Jew and Goy. They think you're cattle. It's all about conquest. You read Samuel and the Book of Kings and all that, and Daniel's not even a real figure. They made him up. Daniel is whatever. Like all of it's made up. There is no Adam and Eve. There was no Moses. There was none of these things. They're all fictional up until about Jeremiah. That's a real person, but it's all conquest. It's all kill your neighbors, steal their stuff. In Moses' own books, I mean, Deuteronomy is probably the most disgusting books in the Bible. Is that and Leviticus? Like, it's insane. And then you get the Talmud, which is just, wow, it does get worse and weird. Zohar and stuff with the masturbating ghost and whatever, like setting your poop on fire, just dumb, weird stuff all throughout. But I mean, the Old Testament has a talking donkey and a man living in a whale's belly and making the sun stand still, even though the earth goes around the sun. A lot of the firmament, excuse me. But you get these holy rollers like Candace Owens, who's not sure if the earth is round or flat. She's agnostic on it, doesn't believe in the moon landing and so on. And that's our leadership now, you know.
What do you think of the Charlie Kirk conspiracies and Candace lately?
They're horrible. It's like, I can absolutely see Israel farming out to Antifa to kill Charlie Kirk if he was like, if it's true that he was starting to sway. But Mossad's never going to put a guy on the roof. That's stupid. Just use an expendable. And there's plenty of people that hated Charlie Kirk that you could farm that out to. And you look at the other shootings,